Hey everyone, my name's Ryan. I've been doing a ministry called Ask the Pastor, but I don't have any questions right now, so this has just become kind of a ministry of me talking about the things that don't necessarily fit into a Sunday service. This week I want to talk to y'all about how to change the world. I talked about that a bit last week in my video on cancel culture, where I talked about one of the main ways we have to make the world a better place is by thinking intelligently about how we use our dollars. Because every dollar we spend is a vote, and we can put our dollars towards things we want more of. Because when we support businesses, those businesses will do more of that because they'll notice that customers are paying for them. And so that's actually one of the really cool things about capitalism, is that we can use it to make the world a better place if we want to. I'm not saying there aren't disadvantages to capitalism. There are, but that's a really cool advantage. This week, I want to talk about the other big way. It's a 1-2 punch in how to change the world. The other big strategy, if you want to make the world a better place, I think, and by the way, that's really hard, right? Like I talked about that last week too. It's hard to make the world a better place. Like you can't just wake up in the morning and be like, I'm gonna stop terrorism. Like how? How are you gonna stop terrorism? What are you gonna do if you think terrorism is the biggest problem with the world, right? Or like, I think plastic in the oceans is the biggest problem in the world. Okay, what are you gonna do? Like it's just hard. I'm not saying you shouldn't care. You should care, but it's hard to do. And if you deal with these global problems, it feels insurmountable. And nobody, often, in my experience, nobody's telling you where to start. Nobody's saying like, okay, here's actual active change you can make to your life tomorrow. Here's some active change you can make to your life tomorrow. Number one, think about where you're spending your dollars. Spend your dollars on things you believe that there should be more of in the world. Don't spend your dollars on things that you believe there should be less of in the world. Number two, talk to people. I promise, it sounds so basic. It sounds so like almost blow you off, but that is the best thing you can do to make a difference. Talk to people. Talk to people who are different from you. Talk to people who are lonely. Talk kindly, right? Like work on yourself. I think maybe that's a number 3, but like go to the place where society hides the old and undesirable people. We call that an assisted living facility or a nursing home. Go to the place where they're hidden and talk to the people there and listen. Listen to what they have to say. Listen to their stories, even if they tell their stories more than once. Go to the place where society hides the poor people. Sometimes we call that a soup kitchen. Talk to the people there. More than the people need soup, more than the people need your money, more than those people need your advice, they need you to treat them like humans. Treat them like humans. Talk to the people there. Go to the place where society hides the captives and the prisoners. We usually call that place a prison. Go get a visitor's pass. Visit. Talk to the people there. Talk to people of different religions. Talk to people of different cultures. Talk to people of different lifestyles. And be kind about it. And share the truth that is within you. Share the truth that you have to offer the world. Tell them what you believe. Tell them what you have learned. Speak to them from your life experience and allow them to share the truth that they have. Recognize that whoever they are, whether they're a 3-year-old who has just learned to talk, or whether they are a 120-year-old who has seen the changes of the ages, they have something to share, a perspective that you don't have, and part of it is good and glorious and God-honoring and true. And listen and talk. That is how we make change. We get people together. We allow ourselves, we reveal ourselves to them, and we allow themselves to be revealed to us. And through doing that, we can solve problems. Through enough people talking to each other, we can eliminate the plastic in the oceans. Through enough people talking to each other, we can eliminate terrorism. But the step that you can take today, I mean, unless you have handcuffs in your hand and a terrorist in front of you, then by all means, handcuff the terrorist and throw him in jail. But otherwise, if you're not sure what to do to make a positive difference, talk to people. My name's Ryan. This is Ask the Pastor. If you agree, if you disagree, if you have more questions or comments, hit me up down below, and I will see you next week.